Okay, using what he least expects. In verse 2, David proclaims, through the praise of children and infants, you establish a stronghold against your enemies, to silence the foe and the avenger. In the ancient world, with high infant mortality rates, babies were a symbol of powerlessness and fragility. David glorifies God because he uses the praise of the most insignificant, weak, and needy people in society to silence his enemies. God is shown to be majestic because of how he chooses the weak to silence the strong. God has always enjoyed working in this way. In verses 3 and 4, David reflects on how vast the created universe was and how God put all these wonders under the care and authority of humans. Question. When God told Adam to name all the animals, where did he come up with those names? I don't know. I still wonder. How small we seem compared to elephants or supernovas, yet you made them rulers over the works of your hands. You put everything under their feet. This theme of God showing his strength and weakness comes to its ultimate fulfillment on the cross. When Jesus was at his weakest point, beaten and mocked and hanging on a Roman cross, he was accomplishing the most in his death. He defeated his enemies, the power of sin and Satan and death. So, questions for us to ponder today. Have you ever felt too weak or insignificant to be used by God? Yes, 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 and yes, yes, all the time. When I allow the enemy to get into my head and like speak, and I tell him several times that my God is bigger than you. I don't know what's going on. I don't, but I do know that in Romans 8:28 it says that everything works together for the good. That's what keeps me going. Can you think of one person in the Bible who seemed too insignificant to be chosen by God? And how did he use him? Okay, I'm thinking. Let me see. So, the only thing that just really jumps out at me is Nehemiah, because he was a cupbearer, and I always thought it was interesting, like the job as being a cupbearer in Bible times, like you stood by the king, and the cupbearer meant that anything that was brought to the king, you had to try it first to make sure it wasn't poisonous. Well, that is a scary job. Oh my goodness. You shouldn't drink this. You're dead. But yet, God used him to go rebuild the temple in an astronomically short amount of time. Oh my goodness, it's like under 30. I think, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure. I want to say under 20 days, but I think it was like under 30 days. I don't know. But anyways, I just wanted to say to you, happy birthday to my family. Thank you for listening to this, and we will reconvene tomorrow. Love you. Bye. That's the thing about